And we're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. School is back in effect. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to military personnel. Shout out to whatever it is your job description is. Shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Monday morning. Today is the 2nd of September, 2024. We start off by giving thanks and praises to the Most High because we are here and we're healthy and we're feeling good and all these things. Even though I feel kind of lazy and slow this morning, I wasn't really going to go live this morning, but I had to because I know that there are people out there who look forward to their live. And I look forward to it too. So, as much as I wanted to just lay in bed and chill out, I did a drink little Ray and nephew last night, the white rum. Me mix two drinks, and the two drinks I mix it clock me down, boy. So me there I feel a kind of way, my belly feel raw. So me have one cup of tea, and me there I sip some mint, and I'm here, and I feel good. And I give thanks. Yes, the chat is open this morning. Go ahead and keep it respectful, please. And let's have a festive Monday morning. We have a couple of things to talk about. Those will be our lead topics. GoFundMe for Vybz Kartel concert. Jamaica. Let me see. The other one is going to be a Jamaican will now head the IMF, which I think is pretty interesting. Uh, y'all know Dr. Nigel Clark, who was the finance minister under the Andrew Holness administration. He has now been elevated to a superior position in the IMF. We're going to talk about all that, what IMF means for those who don't know, and how this intertwines with Jamaica. And, with election looming, the finance minister suddenly exits the building and goes to the IMF. So we're going to talk about that, and there are some facts here about Dr. Nigel Clark that I think would be interesting for you to know as well. And then our community in Jamaica is struggling super, super bad. Well, quite few communities are because they're fishing communities, and Beryl, the hurricane just passed, and Beryl did a number on a lot of people, but it did a severe number on these particular people. So they're pretty much keeping us up to date on what is going in a them section, especially with children around and school back in effect and all these other things. Then also a very interesting but disturbing trend that I'm seeing happening is shooting at funerals. Yeah, that starts to happen now quite frequently. Shooting at funerals. I don't know if the gunman them is saying we'll just wait till the funeral and then we'll shoot up the funeral and these kind of things. But quite a few shooting at funerals have happened recently, and we've covered some and we have not covered some. One we covered because the person involved to it, Christopher Martin, the singer. Oh Lord, please don't let me cheat on my girlfriend. Christopher Martin. Christopher Martin's grandmother's funeral wake was shot up, and them say I did something to do with gangsters fighting over ill-gotten spoils, lot of scamming money or something like that. Christopher already took to social media to let the world know that this is terrible and him and no part of none of that and da da da. Right, and then again, here we are. I thought it was somebody making up a headline yesterday when I saw it. 3 dead at a dead yard. 3 murdered at a dead yard as dead yard proceedings are in play. Why? It's like, the grave is swallowing up one, And then we are looking to put a couple more in the grave with the one that's going down in the grave. So we're going to talk about all them things that this morning. Here we are on this beautiful morning, though. Kaitai Jai Empress says, Upments. Big up yourself, Kaitai Jai Empress. Thank you for being here. My sister Marilyn Grant is in the building. Lulu Ridges is here as well. Sheldon Pinnock is in the building with us. The first person in this morning, though, is Miss Goldie Robinson. Miss Goldie Robinson, I appreciate you greatly. Miss Goldie Robinson supports me on all platforms. For sure, she's active on all of my platforms, and I appreciate that you can buy that kind of support. I don't know, something about my camera and the way how I angle the computer, it make me can't straighten my hat. Because if I do this, the hat look like this. I have to do this, the hat. So I don't style me, I style when I see the hat like this. I try straighten the hat. But looking in the screen, it look like it's straight, but it's not straight. Well, anyway, let's get on with the show. All right. Which one are we going to talk about this morning? It is up to you. Do we start off with Dr. Nigel Clark, or Minister of Finance, leaving the Wholeness Administration and going to head the IMF? Or do we talk about the GoFundMe for Vybz Kartel concert? You know, I feel like I want to talk about the GoFundMe for Vybz Kartel concert, you know, because I feel like I want to brag upon some people. And then the 3 dead, 4 injured at the dead yard. It is up to you. You choose where I start, and I will start there. Let me sip my tea a little bit though, because my belly raw, me not tell you no lie. Whew. God bless tea. You know, I don't normally drink my tea with sugar, but a spoon of sugar would have been nice this morning. I only use brown sugar, by the way, raw cane sugar, and me not have none. Minister, okay, dead yard. Whoa, the screen gone left me. Thank you. And are very active this morning. Delicia Sprat says, go fund me. It is, and we are 30 seconds in already. Say Ben TV says, blessed morning. Lovely Aneka is in the building with us this morning. Go link up with Lovely Aneka's content. Just click her name right there. Go over to her channel and tell her it's a SouFLoTV send you, even though she hear me, I send you, and then come right back over here and these kind of things. Keep it all in the family. She says, go fund me. Jennifer Bucknell Campbell says, top of the morning. From blessings to you, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. Dorothy T says, dead yard. So we have GoFundMe, dead yard, GoFundMe, dead yard. Minister of Finance, one Minister of Finance, GoFundMe. GoFundMe it is. It is. We have 10 seconds left. GoFundMe, sugar is the raw. Sugar in the raw. GoFundMe. Good morning, SouFLo, Mary Johnson, big up yourself. Nandi says, good morning. Pussy Galore says, GoFundMe. Carlene Brown says, GoFundMe. It is, GoFundMe. It is, and that is where we are starting out. What a way the ticket them have people buzzled. Listen up. The ticket them have people buzzled. The prices of these tickets have people balling. Now, I said it over the weekend. If y'all remember me saying clearly to you guys that because this is not your event, and because you don't feel like you want to attend, or because you don't like the individual who is the main character of this event, it didn't mean that we're gone with GoFundMe, Sheldon. We're gone with GoFundMe, and that's how we're there. It doesn't mean that it wasn't going to be a smash hit. It gone platinum. The thing sell off. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but over the weekend, when on the 31st at 3 a.m., we covered that already, but I'll repeat that for you just so you know. The site crashed. The website that sells the tickets to Vybz Kartel's concert crashed. So a lot of people were like, oh, it only crashed because people did a search and a look around. I said, no, it crashed because the amount of credit card transactions that were happening, that system can't handle it. And I bet you when it come back up, the ticket them gone. Sure enough, I would say about an hour or two I waited before news headline hit in Jamaica. Star, Gleaner, Loop, all these news media entities, tier 1 tickets sold out. Tickets gone. Just like that. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Some people said they got 18 tickets. Some people said they got 6 tickets. Some people are ball because they never get no ticket. They didn't have a chance to get any ticket. I told you all. That concert does not need Jamaica to sell out the concert. because there are a lot of, y'all got to remember who we are, right? There are a lot of Jamaicans living out. Matter of fact, it is factual that there are more Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica than there are living in Jamaica. Not only that, shout out to the people them who think that Jamaica is just one big country of sufferers and people can't pay to go to a concert if they feel like it. And I don't know, maybe somehow they must have come from one place where it's just poverty around there. I don't know. Or maybe you haven't been back to Jamaica in a while. I don't know. But people have their money a yard. And I've done vlogs and videos before every time I go just to show you know where I live in a foreign say you don't have nothing over Jamaicans in Jamaica. All when you see them going like say them are suffer and them are hurt, they're probably doing better than me and you, mate. And that's no joke. So this notion, oh my God, no Jamaican now can't afford to go at that the concert there. The ticket them too high, my God. And what are y'all thinking? What no things that only things that Jamaican people them broke? I don't know if y'all not paying attention or what. Eh? Oh no, no, look, I see what going on in Jamaica. That's why I keep telling y'all stop staying in a foreign too long. Book a little ticket and go home every now and then. It motivates me. You know why it motivates me? Because me there in the place where them claim say money grows on trees because this is foreign and you have up to amount of opportunities here. And I need to go home to refresh my brain. Anytime I start feel lazy and sluggish, I'm gonna go home and I see how people are thriving and how people are super. Forget thriving. Cause me not go and know. I don't go to no pop down place. I don't go to no place where people are nyam them fingernail and toenail. I go to nice places. And there are a lot of nice places in Jamaica. When I say a lot of nice places, I would say more than 3/4 of the country is nice places. You understand? And to watch these people live and to know, say, boy, I just creep up a whole heap of money out of my savings, come here on vacation, and it feels so good. But this is for them everyday life. Yeah, this is their everyday life. Walking the dog at midnight in some safe place, 24 hours security and this is their everyday life. You are tourists. You come rent a little Airbnb and you have to stay for a week, but you have to get out of here because you have to go back to work. The people are living their life there and their money up. Okay, so it's not everybody in Jamaica is hurting and suffering. Although you hear we tell the hurting and suffering stories, and everybody down there hurt and suffer. A whole heap of people down there have their things. Yeah, highly educated, super entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? They have their things. So the tickets, tier one tickets, started from 125 US dollars, went all the way up to 1,500 US dollars, gets you closest to the stage. And then there was the mega super, the pods. The pods. And let's talk about the GoFundMe. First of all, shout out to the people. I put up a video on Instagram and a note on YouTube, and I said, I need 6 more people. This is going to be 8 because the pod is 10,000 US dollars for the pod. Anybody who's trying to get a pod right now, a lot of people are like, 10,000 US dollar, Jesus Christ. Nobody now buy that. Lies you tell. Chris Brown came to Jamaica, whatever them call it, the special section, sky seat, whatever you call it. That was 1.5 million Jamaican dollars for that. Okay. Burna Boy came, the price them did skyrocket out of the world as well. You saw how packed the place was. I'm trying to tell you, people have their money. So I put my note out. I said I need 6 more people because that's smart. I don't want to be in a pod by myself or me and wifey alone bringing in the new year. That kind of lonely, right? I want to be around good people. No sooner did I put that out, I went to my Gmail and man, shout out to each and every one of you who reached out. It was a couples thing. I would prefer. I said I would prefer couples, right? Now the couples came in mother and daughter couple. The couples came in sister and brother couple. The couple came in girlfriend and boyfriend couple. The couple came in husband and wife couple, right? And by the time I chose who I wanted to do this with, I was at 30 couples and counting. So again, like I said, you would think people, oh God, that's too expensive. And here are the people in my background. That's wickedness. That amount of money, Jesus Christ, and you're supposed to go spend that money and help some poor people. And spend that money on some kids need some back to school stuff. Some this needs some that. Hello, I'm not responsible for your children not being able to go back to school properly attired. That's six me have. And me not ask nobody for nothing for help me for carry them go back to school. You know, I never tell you to go have children you can't afford. I mean, we have to be for real, right? You can't be out here irresponsibly living, breed up like roach, and then when people want to do something nice for themselves, hardworking people, yeah, watch people money. I talk about you're supposed to use your money for help out them people that over there. So we going to party tonight, yeah, because we work hard. You understand? We work hard. Now, I mean, I have some kind of empathy and sympathy for those who can't afford things, but I know with responsibility. For, every time me want to buy myself something nice, you run over there about, no, that's too much money. If you take it and give some poor people over here, sorry, take it and give one. What? Come on now. And I've been giving all year. Make we do something nice for myself, man. You know, people like me don't do nothing nice for myself. May I tell you, I don't. Because every time I stretch my hand out to get me something, buy something, I have to think about 6, 7 other people right away before myself. You know what I mean? So I mean I get to buy myself nothing nice or nothing like that. I miss me work hard, me save my money, and so do a lot of other people as well. Right? Nia TV says that people work hard that they and do what they want to do with their money. Absolutely. Them over there pocket watch and a cuss with car week. So today, so this is how I vetted them, right? I had to because you know what, I'm a different kind of person when I go to party. Okay. So don't expect this whole I mean my core personality is still the same, right? But I'm out to party. So I want to make sure that I surrounded myself with people who were festive spirit people who want to party. And not only that, me never want to look and just pick the first set of people that came in because they kept coming in. Every time I looked and I was about to answer somebody, two more, two more, two more, two more. So I'm like, okay, please send me your IG or Facebook because I want to see, at least see what them look like, so on and so forth, right? And I can gauge by your FB and your IG what kind of person you might be, right? Is this a professional person? Is this a kind of person that has as much to lose as I do, right? And them kind of something there. So I'm thinking wisely and thinking about safety at the same time, but still, I don't want somebody who is so stuck up that they're in the pod. I don't think I should have came here. You know, this is really not my crowd. After we pay so much money for coming here, the $10,000 come with 8 tickets. It comes with 6 premium bottles. I don't know if you ever go out and buy a bottle yet, but 6 bottle for 8 people, that means somebody drunk in there. That's how that mean. It comes with your own hostess, a dedicated hostess, right? And it comes with your security guard. And as some superstar, something we are gonna do. See? So I eventually I got around to picking all the people. So this is the first time I gonna say it this morning to the people them out there who I didn't pick and I didn't answer you back. Me not answering you back tells you that I didn't pick you. And there's no hard feelings. I just had a lot of people to pick from, a lot of couples to pick from. 30 couples equals 60 people. So I had that many Facebook and IG to go through and try to pick the right people. So I have my people. Everybody's money is in, right? Everybody's money is in, and we will make our purchase today. And that's for our pod. And our pod is a 10,000 US dollar pod. Right. So we are going to and this is the first time I'm saying it out loud and clear. We are going to and we're going to be there in fine style. With that said, there are people out there who are setting up GoFundMe, GoFundMe to go to this concert. Now I told y'all before, right? Jamaicans. Let me see. Is there anybody in here that is in the pod with me? Um, Let me see if anybody is attending this morning. Some people might not want you to know, so they might not say anything. And I don't know if the people them want to make anything public about, you know, if they're going or not. So me not gonna be the first to mention it. If somebody jump in the chat and say, yes, SouFlo, I'm in the pod with you, sending me money already, can't wait for your confirmation for the pod, then that's on them. Then I'll take it from there. But I'm not gonna go point somebody out and say this person is in the pod with us or whatever, right? Right. So all monies are in. At the first, me never see so much money in my cash app. Me not lie, but monies are in. It's over a million. It's over $1.5 million Jamaican dollars in my cash app right now. Waiting for. Hold on there. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, Sofa.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm well, I'm well, I'm well. I'm glad you finally picked the people, and I hope you all have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, you see, would it be possible to link up the other people that inbox you, let them create their own group,
This is
and have their own pod?
That's what me and Wifey was talking about. Cause Wifey said, "Man, the amount of people where you have,
And
you could
that's
do
it.
all,
I can get 30 couples.
yeah, you could
And
do
that's
a whole lot of
it.
pods." But I have to wait till today. My confirmation is
Okay.
today. So when I speak to
Okay.
who it is that I'm speaking to today, I'm not putting everything out there yet. When I speak to who I'm
Right,
speaking
right,
to today, I will
right.
know because a lot of pods are gone already. But the
Okay.
individual has pods on reserve for certain.
Okay.
When I speak to who I'm speaking to today, I'll know if I could actually do that. Then I
Help
could be of
everybody
help to
else.
some, yeah, to some other
Yeah.
people.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. Now I tune back in.
All right, manners.
All right, take it easy. Cool, cool.
All right. So yeah, the pod, the money is in, the monies are in. Everybody is ready. On your mark, get set, go. Are you going to go live while you're there? Can you do that? Naya TV says. You know, Naya, me feel a kind of way because if me did set up a GoFundMe and tell people to help me to get a pod and I will go live there, everybody will accost me and tell me about me not spend my money upon that. You can find something better spend your money upon. So now that me actually walk out my soul case and go over there, I don't know if I'm gonna go live because going live is so much work, you know, and I don't want to be working. Remember, I know this me do. So I don't want to have a camera up. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I want to be in the moment. You know what I mean? I might snap a little video here and there. I don't know. I might go live for like a good 15 minutes or so, but that's it. I'm not gonna do no extended live till my arm tired. The only way my arm should be tired that night is from holding up a bottle or from holding up my hand in the ear. So, cause my favorite song that I play. I don't want to go live. I honestly don't. You know, it's gonna feel like work to me, and I'm not going there to work. I'm going there to party. I'm going there to celebrate. It's gonna be a festive time. You know, here Joe Bogdanovich and Scatter Beryl them say they are transforming the entire stadium into a wonderland. That alone, walking in there is gonna be something else. Oh, and for those of you with the pod, if you get a pod, you get your own entrance exit as well. Remember, you know, your own entrance exit, your own security guard. You get your own a dedicated hostess. You get 6 premium bottles. You get 8 tickets. And man, I mean, and we're close to the food and more drinks if you want more drinks. Man, I think we're going to want more drinks, but you never know. We'll see. But it's gonna be one of those kind of events. Nandi says no working. Claudette Sterling says don't go live if you need to just relax and enjoy the show. Exactly. Um, Wayne Nathan, good morning, morning, morning. Saban TV says you're going to enjoy yourself, not to work. See, that's what I'm saying. And I don't want to feel like I'm working. I want to feel like I'm enjoying myself. So all 8 people on deck already. Now the GoFundMe. Check this out. Um, money me a look. Money me a look. How are you there? How Shad's dad's. I'm supposed to do an icon for this video this morning just so you can see who Shad's dad's is. It's a beautiful young sister who decided that she wanted to put up a GoFundMe along just like other people. And lo and behold, her GoFundMe went into overdrive. So what started as a joke for Sade, her name is Sade. What started as a joke for Sade quickly turned into a viral sensation that captured the attention of music lovers and even industry heavyweights alike. Shad's dads, her name on social media, as the Gaza girl is called, she started a GoFundMe campaign last Friday, shortly after the ticket prices of Vybz Kartel Freedom Street concert were announced. Initially created on a whim. All she said was she admitted that it was inspired by her desire to be front and center. And I told y'all, to be front and center, you have to get one of those $1,500 tickets, because that's the one that puts you right in front of the stage, right? And that's the ones she wanted. Now, there are tickets that are $125. You don't have to go the 1,500 route, but them the ticket, they're gone. So are these. Now, I said I did it as a joke. When the section and the prices were released, I immediately knew that I wanted to be center stage. Center stage is $1,500. That's approximately 235,500 Jamaican dollars. So I could be as close to the stage as possible is where she should be. Now, up to press time last night, Shad's dad's Money Me a Look, away there. That's her thing for the GoFundMe campaign. It has raised $1,365. $1,365 of the $1,500 that she needs to go. So needless to say, she's going to be able to go, right? That's approximately $214,200 off the $1,500 that she needs. She was born and raised in Edgewater, Portmore. Kartel is from Portmore, not far away from where Waterford is and the Gaza ends where Kartel whole thing there. Shazdad has been a devoted fan of Vybz Kartel for as long as she can remember, and she told the Jamaica Star in an interview that she regularly quotes Vybz Kartel's lyrics and that her campaign was launched. She was singing one of his tunes when it was launched, and it's called Money Me a Look How You There. Money Me a Look How You There. Put more upon the Gaza. Money Me a Look How You There. She said she was actually singing that when she was setting up the GoFundMe. So a line of one of the World Boss songs actually became the mantra for her GoFundMe. That was when she joked to one of her friends that was there with her about starting the GoFundMe campaign to raise the funds for the concert ticket. And she admitted she did not think that that campaign would attract any donors. She actually didn't expect nobody to donate no money. Matter of fact, it was even a joke because she said to her friend, imagine if we set this up and somebody actually donate of some money. But she did it. But what began as a light-hearted idea soon gained serious traction. The campaign started to go viral, catching the attention of fans and promoters and prominent figures in the industry alike. Among the contributors was Joe Bogdanovich, owner and CEO of Down Sound Entertainment, the entity which is behind this Freedom Street concert. His donation, according to Shazdad's, was the spark that sent the campaign into overdrive. So Joe Bogdanovich apparently donated $200, Nandi, and once he did that, everybody else was like, "Oh, Joe donated to Hissimoria," and they kept giving her more and more. I still can't believe it. I was so shocked at how many people were sharing and commenting. So many people said that they wish they thought about it first and did it. As a lifelong fan of Kartel, Shad's dads can't pinpoint one specific moment that led her to create this campaign. Instead, her admiration for the artist has always been a part of her life. She says, I've just always loved his music and appreciated his creativity as the vocabulary physicist and melody Michelangelo. Now, with the concert fast approaching, Shad's dad is planning her outfit with the same excitement that fueled her campaign. I'm thinking maybe straight jeans and fitted, straight jeans and fitted. In a white t-shirt, we did it. Yeah, straight jeans and fitted. That might be the look for her with a pair of Clarks, or those, and those are both from two of his iconic songs. And when you get the new Clarks, the daddy, yeah, Clarks, straight jeans and fitted. She's a super fan, obviously. I'm just really excited to see him perform for the first time and to hear some of my favorite songs, she said, while expressing hope that she will get a picture with him somehow. Big hopes, big dreams, dream big, and it will happen. I don't know. There are a lot of other people who are saying, damn, I wish I did that. Because now, if I do it, people are going to say I'm copying somebody else. Me not pay percent all them people are going to no Kartel concert. you can go get your own money. So your campaign might not be as successful as hers is, but the first one out the gate to do it, and hers is pretty successful. She's only $200 shy of her $1,500 goal. So I told you so. I told you so. And I don't very often say I told you so, but I get to say it this morning. I told you so. There are a lot of people out there who are super haters. Super haters. Yo, I'm getting called all kinds of names. One boy said, "What, Mister Boy? Cause you can't be a man, cause men don't speak like this, right?" But what one boy said, him say, "You come here like a fun girl. You like all you need now is a miniskirt and two big pom pom, and you can go cheer for cartel. You come in and I'm trying to tell y'all that in order, this is disturbing to my meds for even say it. In order for you to be able to say that, right? Listen to me. In order for you, this is reasoning with intelligence. In order for me to be able to say that to a next man, you come in like a fan girl. All you need now is your miniskirt and two pom pom for go cheer for cartel. Do you know that I have to think that through? Me have to think about you with a miniskirt and two pom pom and you is a man. So a man I tell a next man about you come in like a fan girl, and this is how I know that some people ain't too bright. You know what I'm saying? Grown men don't have these kind of conversations. Grown men don't say certain things, especially to other grown men. So me, I get a lot of that. I'm getting a lot of those, but I understand. Big hater now, big hater. That's not a small hater, that's a big hater, but he's not alone because there are more of them. And what I found out as well is most of the haters are men. Men. What happened to our Jamaican men? Our Jamaican men are on social media cussing like gal, and the women them ain't doing it. Ain't no woman telling me nothing bad about going to this concert or where criticizing. One person said, I think I told y'all this already. He was like, "Get off his dick now, you're a dick rider." Another person said, "You love the man more than how you love your wife. When you gonna give him some?" So like I'm like, yo, these people are weird. They're weird. Here's my thing. See it and pass it. Okay? Even the people who are commenting nicely and are saying stuff like, I am 65. Someone said yesterday, I'm 65 or 67 and I have 6 grandkids and I have my mortgage to pay. And lady, listen. And I think I said it to her. I said, nobody is going to miss you at this concert. You're 65 or 67. This wasn't your vibe anyway, right? Stay home and take care of your grandkids and look after the mortgage and all that. We all have mortgage and we all have kids and bills and stuff. But this is another place. To hear how you're up in age and you have mortgage to pay and you have 6 grandkids and this is where your money would go. And I don't want to hear all that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You don't like what's going on. You see it, just scroll past it and go on to something where you like. It's that simple. If I see people going to a concert that I don't like the person who's performing there, I don't go beating down the people who want to go. I just scroll past because it ain't my thing. What happened to that? Right? Now TV said that means you can't go. You can't go. That's your business. And shout out to the people them who said, listen, man, I broke my back for going on center stage. The whole away I got there at the same concert. So there's a brother who said he bought 6 tickets. Him and some family members, he bought 6 tickets, and his tickets are bleacher tickets. They're $125. So he said, I'm staying in my lane. I'm not, we're putting money together. We come up with something and we buy 125 a piece times 6. And that's that. And I responded to him and said, big up to you, manners and respect, because the whole away I got there at the same place anyways. Just different views, but we're in the same arena anyways, right? So just do what your money can do. Do what you can manage. And that's that. But don't crucify the people who are going or can go, because you crucifying them ain't gonna stop nothing. Just like how you hated for years, them used to laugh after we, you remember? Ah, so flow. Go on, don't hold your breath, you might dead too. That boy did now come out of prison. Remember me tell you that? I dead in a prison at Jamaica. Yeah, remember that? Okay, now you see how time plays out. Not only is he out, but he is out spectacularly. He is living. I don't even think Cartel is in Jamaica right now. I think he's in Panama right now, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that to see the brother out and just free up himself, and moving around like he's supposed to, and looking at him, I can tell that he's getting healthier by the day. His face are drying. His voice is right. He's more active. You know what I mean? So it's wishing good for your brother. Let me cut this part off by saying this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. We're going to go into our next topic now. Leave this one behind. But I'll end it like this. When a black man supports another black man, you have black men who call you names that are this homosexual innuendo. You a dick rider. And how do you sit there and think of a man and another man and dick rider come to mind? If you were talking to me about my wife, dick rider, but you talk about an ex-man. Now, put this in proper perspective. When white people support each other, you never hear other white people or Indian people or Asian people, you never hear them curse each other out for supporting their own. And they definitely don't come up with names like you are dick rider, you are this or you are that. If they don't like it, they just scroll past. But you will never see them publicly humiliate or try to humiliate their own for supporting their own. You understand? Right. So we're going to leave it at that. Right? We're going to leave it. But I want you to think about that and carry that with you throughout the day. Now, moving on to our next topic. Wayne Core says, boss, I was going to go and enjoy my stressful life only to get an email 2 weeks ago that I have to go to work in JA. You have to go to work in Jamaica? So you'll be there. Wayne, but you'll be there. Anybody know that happened to Surfy? I haven't seen him in a minute now. Yo, I'm not even not call up some people's name because they did a good job of trying to. But that just show you, man, God on time, And what man says is not what God says, and that's just you say what you say, but you don't say the last say. That's what me know. That's what me know. So some people have to hide them face now and can't talk loud no more, or they have to continue making up stories and so on and so forth. But we're out here living life and we're here for it. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Beautiful time to be alive. A bleacher, I'm going and zoom in with my phone, says Jacqueline Ellis. Jacqueline, you won't be zooming in with your phone from the bleachers. Watch and see. There's gonna be big screens there. You're not gonna have to zoom in. So the center stage is a personal experience, What Kartel say? Me no love man, so take your eye off of me. I feel your same gal off of me. I fight for the sweat where you fly off of me. So for the woman them that is a big fan of his, you might be able to have all the sweat fly off of hitting you right there, right? But they're gonna have big screen there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
What I want SouFLo.
But Diana for what?
My dad watches video better and I just wait for you post this stuff for the pods because I have like 12 Americans that ask me about them. And I said, boy, I have no information, just like,
The pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pods, you have to go through a I don't have it around me right now, but the info about the pod. I will put the information up and pin it. But the pods are going fast and there's a waiting list. There are people right now that I know that them want multiple pods too, and they're telling me that they are on the waiting list. So if me can do something for them. I know my thing. So me there, I'm trying to get myself in with my crowd. But you have to go through the .com or Gmail. Is a Gmail address your link and get on the list.
Right now, I just walk on the road with my flag, bro, and some people walk up to me and ask me, I'm like
how to get the pod?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can imagine how many people are asking me. Yeah, you can imagine how many people are asking me. Even Shakira was like, "Your turn organizer now," because it's been that many people are asking me about it. People from different countries, even. Yeah.
And you know that thing that you know talked about earlier. You see, I don't understand people here because the same people who are supposed to say, oh, fun girl or whatever they want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Are them same people who would have killed themselves over Ronaldinho or whichever football people them race or
Exactly.
politician or whatever.
Exactly. Exactly. So just love people and just let them be, man. Me love see people happy. So just love people and let them be. If you go into the whole disrespect and all these kind of things. That's what I'm trying to tell my people them. So yeah. I'm gonna post. You see this video? Check when we're done. At the top of the chat or at the top of the comment section, I'm going to post the information and pin it as the first comment on how to reach out to get a pod. All right.
Respect, respect. I
All
watch
right.
the video.
All right. Manners and respect, brother. All right. You see, there's a lot of people that want the pods, and they're 10,000 US dollars. A whole heap of people want them. I don't think that Scatter them and Joe them are going to have enough pods. Some people are not going to get those pods. I don't think so. Because the amount of people will just call me about them. Plus, me know a whole heap of people call them about it because that's who you link for it. And they have a long waiting list. So, they have to organize and figure out who get what and what. Hey, as long as me get mine, me good. That's that. Um, but yeah, moving right along. So, let's talk about this real quick. I was pretty curious. I was pretty curious about Jamaica Minister of Finance. I was pretty curious about how Dr. Nigel Clark is leaving. All right, let me get in a mix up first. The first time Dr. Nigel Clark came across my radar, it was a person who other people send me go, SouFLo, go look on this man, because he is forgot what his profession is, and he has a talk show as well, and he was exposing people because him is a big body man, but he is in the upper echelons. He rubs elbows with the who's of who's, and he's exposing people and talking about the secret sex parties that goes on in Jamaica with the elites and so on and so forth. So me I said, boy, I don't know if me want to touch upon them kind of something here, because listen, it's one thing it's one thing I know that prominent people will do. History has shown us this. Them will kill you to protect them secrets. They will kill you to protect their secret life and their lifestyle and all this. So I was cautiously, cautiously moving in that direction. However, I'm a kind of person that vets my source. So you can tell me, say, Kemisha tell me, say, A, B, and C, and me just run with it. I'm gonna go look who Kemisha is, and then me I go dig up Kemisha background. I want to know Kemisha qualifications, and I want to know how Kemisha came across this story. Dr. Jermaine, there you go, Veronica Gale. So people know what me I talk about. All right, I was the person who actually put out Jermaine's background, because when them send me over them, I say, okay, me in my talk about Dr. Nigel Clark and sex parties, and I'm saying, let me look up Dr. Nigel Clark and see what his background is. Is this a married man, or is this a highly successful individual that's single or not married and have no children? Sometimes them think there's a red flag, right? So me I look, especially in Jamaica. So me I look, and me I realize that, okay, he's married, but he's married to a non-black person. Some people are offended by that. I don't care. Go which part love finds you or leads you, kind of thing. So me I look, I dig pan Dr. Nigel Clark first, and then let me start digging on the individual that they sent me to. And lo and behold, there it was. Sex offender. Uh a sex offender on somebody who was below age of consent kind of thing, and they did it in the US, and is a registered sex offender in New York and has moved to Florida, where they are registered as a sex offender in Florida as well. So Right when I saw that, I didn't want to hear no more. Somebody just cut it off. But that is how Dr. Nigel Clark came across my radar first, right? Now, Dr. Nigel Clark is leaving the government or the Jamaica Labour Party and his position in the Jamaica Labour Party as our finance minister. And he has been elevated to a leadership position with the IMF. The IMF, Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. You always hear Jamaicans that say, why we owe the IMF how much money, and the IMF give Jamaica how much money, and these big loans that are being taken out that your children's children are going to have to pay back because them so big, and all these things. Now they have a Jamaican, and I'm wondering what this spells for us. Piques my curiosity to find out some more things about Dr. Nigel Clark. Now, let me put a disclaimer out. All the stuff about the secret parties and gay this and all that, me not believe it. Me not in it. I'm not trying to spread it and act like it's true. This is how he came across my radar. You understand? And I'm not the kind of person that just run with stuff without doing some digging. I found the source to be tainted, so I didn't go any further with digging. People wanted me to dig and expose, and when I saw that the source was tainted, I left the whole thing alone. So I don't want nobody walk away this morning and say, yes, SouFlo same day in a Batman party and them have secret sex gay parties in Jamaica. So that don't mix me. That's not what I'm saying. I know nothing about this man. However, I wanted to know more about Dr. Nigel Clark because he has now been elevated to a position in the IMF that is superior, Deputy Managing Director of the IMF. What does this mean for Jamaica? And what does this mean for these big loans that are going to be coming Jamaica's way? Is this a strategy to saddle Jamaica with debt? Did Dr. Nigel Clark jump from a sinking ship? Or was this how should I say it now? Was this a good transition? You know, I don't know. Some people say you never see smoke without fire. Why would he leave now when election is just around the corner? This kind of throws the JLP thing into a tailspin because now they're going to have to find somebody who qualifies to be that. Anyways, here are some interesting facts about Dr. Nigel Clark. Right here are 10 things about Dr. Nigel Clark that will he will now assume the deputy role of the IMF on October 31st of 2024 will be his first day on the job. He's already slated for the position. He's been awarded the position. So here are some things about him. This is how we counter the negative news about people and the rumors with some facts, some good facts, so you understand who the individual is, right? That we can do. So, one, Clark served as a chairman of the Inter-American Development Bank Board governors between 2022 and 2023. Two, he has served as ambassador of economic affairs, where he represented Jamaica's interests with multilateral institutions and as a senator in the upper house of the Jamaican parliament between 2013 and 2015. Three, he served as vice chairman of the Muson Group, where over 15 years he played an integral executive leadership role in the expansion of the group from a base in Jamaica to having subsidiaries in over 30 countries. He started his career as a derivative trader in London, England, at Goldman Sachs, the prestigious international investment bank. All right. Now this is starting to make sense to me. Four, Dr. Clark has also been an active social entrepreneur where he is the founding chairman of the National Youth Orchestra of Jamaica, an NGO that operates music for social change programs at 8 centers in Kingston and Spanish Town. 5, He is a recipient of the PSOJ's 50 Under 50 Business Leader Awards, as well as the Kiwanis Community Service Award. 6. He is a Rhodes Scholar. He is a Rhodes Scholar who earned his master's degree applied statistics at the University of Oxford between 1993 and 1994, and then his PhD in numerical analysis between 19 this person, they made a big mistake because they said between 1904. This is between 1994 and 1997. This is a master's from Oxford University in applied statistics. I don't know if any of y'all ever done statistics. And a PhD in numerical analysis. 7. He earned the Jamaican Independence Open Scholarship to the University of the West Indies, Mona campus, to read for his bachelor's degree in mathematics and computer science in 1982. 8. He is a past student of Monroe College in St. Elizabeth and St. Richard's Primary in Kingston. 9. He is married with 2 sons, and he is an avid player of chess. And 10, he was born in Kingston to Justice Nigel Clark, who served as the Supreme Court judge in Jamaica for several decades, and Mistress Mary Clark, who served at the Planning Institute of Jamaica for almost 20 years. So, I know just no regular hall and come up nobody this. His daddy is Justice Nigel Clark. See, you see, that's all I love digging and finding out. These are interesting facts to me. His daddy is Justice Nigel Clark, and Justice Nigel Clark served as Supreme Court judge in Jamaica for several decades. A decade is 10 years. Right. I would say he was groomed from young. I don't know how being raised Jamaican is, especially if you come from teacher parents or any school. Hell, Jamaican parents, period. A lot of them, especially back in the day, I don't know about now that we have this overran population of young mothers and single mothers and young daddy and oops babies. I call them oops babies, accidentally made babies. But like my time and before, education was super stressed. That's when them used to tell if you read. Remember, them used to say, read this. And you sit down there and you read it and you're like, 13-year-old Rosa you get break it down into syllables and read it. Break it down into syllables. Like, you're like 13-year-old was murdered by 38-year-old someone, and you start read fast. And you start like they used to beat education into it. If you didn't catch it, you're gonna catch it, right? He comes from that cloth, and him come from that time, and him come from them type of people. Like his parents, I could imagine his dad being there. Say the Supreme Court judge for decades. Come in here, come embarrass me. You understand, Nigel? You pick up your book, go and pick up your book. Yes, daddy, and you go pick up your book and sit down over there. So, daddy, can I go outside and go inside and go into your book? Okay, daddy. So I'm falling in love with maths in our room, right? In our room. Who falls in love with maths? Sometimes I feel like I need to go back to like primary school age, junior high, elementary, and go fight somebody teacher them. Because who else have used any of the math that they had us doing back then? Nothing in my life had said x to the or 2 to the second power times x in a parenthesis minus y to the third power equal. No, I have never had to use none. If I see some of them maths teacher today, I might want to reach out and strangle Miss Jones rotted. Miss Jones, why? Why did you do that to me? I did, but then there are people like Nigel. You know what I mean? There are people like Nigel who did over there enjoy it. And then pick them used to hate in a class, because math is not my favorite subject. I'll tell you this right now. If you're not talking to me about dollars and cents, and you're not talking to me about basic mathematics, just cross me out, because me not in it. My body shuts down right when me hear 2 to the second power. Ooh. Ears go deaf, don't hear nothing no more. But pick me like Nigel did over there. I love them kind of something there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Hello. Live on the air. Good morning. What? That's funny. Not letting me answer you. Try call back, caller. Something not going with the phone. I can't. I don't know. Yeah, but pick the like Nigel them did. I love them kind of something there. X to the second power and minus t square times something in a parenthesis, and you could miss me with all that. That's an assault on my senses. You know. I don't know. Your call is not being answered because I'm literally trying to answer it and the screen goes blue and it won't let me see this. Watch this. This is how you answer the call and the screen just freeze blue and it's not bringing my call through. I think it's time for a new phone because we're running into too much problems. And honestly, this phone is pretty old, so I'll blame myself. I've had this phone for quite since 2019. I think I bought this phone in 2019 as a business phone. So I'm the kind of person I'll use it till me wear shoes till the shoes have hole in my bottom. So that's to give you an idea. So I'm gonna use the phone until the phone can't do nothing no more, then I'll move on. But it's time for me to get a new phone. It's 2024. So we'll upgrade the phone as a business investment. All right, to make sure to call them. Let's watch this. Let's see. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Maybe I don't have to switch the
my
phone.
name is Beverly, but our YouTube channel is This Is Us and What We Do. Is it possible we could speak to you? Am I on the air?
You are live on the air in front of 800 and something people.
Okay, well, that's fine. But I wanted to ask you some questions, not related to what you were discussing. Is it possible I could call back another time?
Sure. You could call back after. What kind of question then? Cause me tried this already. I was trying to be nice and ended up with
Oh,
with the
no.
enemy.
It's we Christians, so it's nothing dirty.
Okay.
We serve the Adventist.
Okay. All right.
So not, it's about, I'm also a gospel artist. It's about, and also we'd love to do an interview with you on our channel. I've been following you for years and couldn't figure out how to reach out to you. So
All
it's
right.
about giving you an interview and my gospel songs and a couple other things.
Okay. All right. Yes, you can call back after this. When I finish this live, you can reach out to me
Right.
and I'll make available for you.
Oh, sounds good.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. Well, I'm still listening.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
All righty. Bye-bye.
All right. So it's not my phone. It's the caller. Something wrong with the caller phone that was calling before. I was hoping somebody else would call back. Perfect time to upgrade it and write it off to the tax. Yes, Sky Joy. You know, matter of fact, let's do a little bit of education. It won't take long, just 1 minute. Any purchases that you have to make pertaining to business. I'm the kind of person I never even know them thing there. That's why I don't profess to know everything. I learned the hard way through trial and error. I go file my taxes, and the lady was like, "You never spend enough money this year, and what did you purchase?" And we blah blah blah, business wise. And I had huge purchases that started in January of the new year. Never know so the end of the tax year in December. When we pull out all my receipts and stuff, she was like, "Okay, that's a lot, but you can't write them off until next year because why didn't you do this December? You could have some no. So yes, thank you, Katai Joy. That cup of tea or cup of hot water you have every morning is a tax write-off on your business. You see that? Yeah, absolutely. And I need to change out my cups more regularly. Yeah, as well, right? Great Goodies says you can even purchase your house in your company's name. Yeah. We're getting around to certain things. It takes time to do certain things because of how the original purchase started out, etc., etc. But that's required. You're required a couple of years of law. We are getting to it. We are getting to it. We're getting hip to the tax thing now. I didn't know about them before, but I'm glad I did. So they took away the write-off for claiming our scrubs. All right, so back to Dr. Nigel Clark. This is who is going to be leaving the Andrew Holness administration. Some people are asking if this was a setup kind of thing. Are they brain draining Jamaica? This is a classic case of brain draining. He is highly intelligent, highly qualified, and let's just take him from Jamaica. So Jamaica have to go find somebody else. That's probably what we're seeing with Dr. Nigel Clark. But that has happened right across the board. That has happened with our doctors. It has happened with our school teachers. It has happened with like all the brightest minds in Jamaica seems to be drifting to some foreign entity somewhere, right? And I'm pretty sure that the IMF will be paying him way more than what he was being paid in Jamaica, anyways, for that salary. Now, looking at his background and his history and how he got to where he's at, I would say this is a gradual step into that direction. So now he has achieved something that he's probably been working for his whole life. I don't think there's anything big behind it. What this means for Jamaica, though, is we will probably be able to get these big loans easier. On the back end of that, it's a loan, and loans have to be paid back. You understand? So a double-edged sword. Yeah. But nevertheless, congratulations to Dr. Nigel Clark. Um, I mean, that's that's all there is to say. Congratulations. Yeah. Great information. Thanks, host. This is us and what we do. This is us and what we do. Thank you. That is a long name for a YouTube channel. This is us and what we do. But it can be memorable. Bob Cosmic says salute at SouFLoTV and the chat. Bob, big up yourself. T95 South says sorry, text to talk, driving while listening. Okay, we all need better opportunities in life. And I think that's where he's going with that. Now, with that said, let's move on to another topic. Because nobody now really talk about the back end of what could happen there at the IMF level. How much money does Jamaica owe to the IMF, by the way? All this should be public information, you know. All this should be public information. So you can just go ask Google, how much money does Jamaica owe to the IMF? And then you will see Wayne Core says a lot. Don't even bother ask, just a lot. Your daughter is in the house. Hi, Nika. Pauline Grimes says, hi, Nika. SouFlo, your daughter is in the house. Where's my daughter in here? So I have to go behave myself. Pussy galore at SouFlo, your daughter, heal you. Where? Oh, no, where? The IMF doesn't give loans until the prior loan is paid in full. Okay. I didn't know that. Now y'all got me stunted. Why is Nika in here? Are you serious? Hold on then. Y'all give me a second. Hold on there. Hold on there. Yeah. PowerPoint. I'll be right back. I'm right here. All right, thank you. Jesus Christ, me I go see now. So I'm going senile. May I go senile? You know what I went and did just now? I go ask wife just now. Me say, babe, call my phone. The phone, the phone was in my pocket. Me sit down right there so with the phone for me, you know. Honestly, me I look around like this. I'm looking for the other phones. So what phone? Me I look for this phone and the phone is in my pocket. Me walk go all the way and listen. Babe, call my phone. What? Oh, Nika, you throwing me off, baby girl. I love you, Nika. I don't see it. Parental, SouFLo, parental guidance needed. Adults only, please. Yes, Kami, I gotta say some things where, especially now that we're getting into the other topics that we're gonna talk about this morning. At all age, Sherry, Sherry, say at all age, I kick in. Rastafari. Hold on there. I gotta, me have to shoot a text real quick. But then I look for the, see me here? I went way over there, babe. Call my phone. Let me see where the phone is. And it a ring in my pocket. Oh God. Yeah, Seneca and the chat and get nervous. Yes, because I don't expose my children to certain things. Even though we're not doing anything derogatory over here to the point where, you know, if your children are around, me would have said run. But anytime I get ready to start saying certain things, I normally tell people because some of my audience members say, hey, you could have did one me first before you get into that topic there because we did have the children them around me. And if you see how me run out of the room fast, right? So I don't know where this is going. I don't know where this is going. She is not no more. We told her not to do it. Okay, so I was talking to her mom and I'm asking her why is Nika in the chat. She said she's not anymore. We told her not to do it. All right. My daughter is growing, man. She's growing up beautifully. She is. It's something to have a daughter. It's something to have a daughter, boy. But she grew up so beautiful, and she's at that age where she is, you know. Hold on there. Let's do this real quick because I don't want her to feel any type of way. I don't want her to feel any type of way. So this I got. Now forget her a moment. I think they're traveling. Yeah, they're traveling this morning. So salute to all the Virgos in the chat. You don't know. Always watching wonderful live. Christopher Richards says, Jerome Pearson says, having the car keys in your hand, walking around. Jesus Christ. I did that one morning. I mean, I said, oh, I gotta go, man. I'm late. I'm late. And the car keys were in my hand. They see her there. Hi, baby. You were in the chat? Yeah. Girl. I didn't even see it. People were telling me that you were in it. Are you with grandma? Huh? Are you with grandma? Okay. Oh. Okay. Look, I'm gonna go back to the live, okay? I love you. Love you, Daddy. Okay, baby girl. I'll talk to you later, okay? Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Say bye. Bye. All right. All right. Me don't know if it's something she wants or something, so you know you gotta, cause she never done that before, so you gotta tune in. The other day when, who was it? By the way, I admire men who your children play priority role in your life type of thing. Two things for us. One is we never get a chance to do this over again, right? And two, which is one, don't ever miss a moment. Like, check it. I'm watching an interview the other day with, it was Vybz Kartel. and Madsos, Kyrie Jones. I mean, not Kyrie Jones. Kyrie Jones is the one that's still locked up. Madsos, Kartel, and Sean Storm were on Isaac Buchanan's live, right? It was Sean's interview, and then he brought the others in through video. And Madsos' phone ring. And Madsos put on the phone and said, me answer that later. And Kartel said, no, answer it. Make sure I know your daughter and a dog. You see that? Because them guys understand that you just did 13 years away from your children. Anytime, every time that phone ring, or your child, it might be your child, answer the phone. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss a next moment. We missed too much time already, a time for makeup. And I thought that was so significant. And them kind of something that I admire. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of things I admire. June McBex thought it would have been much warmer. Dorothy T says, ha ha ha. All right. Good morning, SouFlo. Bless up everyone on the live. Shout out to Gillette. Thank you for being here. Nancy Gold says, don't feel bad. I have my glasses on and I'm looking. I did that too. I'm on my glasses on me. I look for my glasses there. You want to see me? Yo, I need the green ones. Where the hell are my green Minecraft glasses, man? I can't find them. Oh, and I'm about to go live in a minute. I mean, I look everywhere, you know, and then we look up in look up in that camera like this. The glasses right here on your face. I don't think it's old age. I mean, I don't wonder. I have nothing to do with no old age. I have more to do with just forgetting. They said that back in the day, people didn't have a lot going on like how we do now today. So a simpler time gone by, them didn't have less to do, so their mind wasn't in overload. Today, may I try and do a live? I'm in front of a camera. I gotta think about what I can and can't do. If me I go get up, we go get something. Sometimes I sit here with no pants on, just in my drawers. Me no want jump up one morning and forget that my teeth just flash out in front of everybody, and people are laughing. So flow body jump out, and you know I gotta fix like so many things to think about this morning. So I not go on with it. And that's why we walk around with our car keys in our hand looking for our car keys. I gotta go, man. Oh, when we put the key them and they're right here in your hand. Call my phone, please. We can't find my phone, and the phone is ringing in your pocket. You know, and them kind of something that go on. We have too much on the mind. That's that. That's why I love take a little vacation and just don't do nothing. I even do that at home. Well, I don't. I try to. I try to have days where I don't do anything, but I end up doing something anyways. So I'm like, this the only way I get to escape is when I leave and go to like Jamaica or something, where you're doing nothing, just nothing, and whatever it is you want to do for the day, kind of thing. Sometimes we need that, you know, instead of this overload, constant overload. Pussy Galore says, it's not old age. My grandma 98 and she still remember everything and everybody. She sharper than me, my friend, because me not reach half of that age there yet. And me not remember everything and everybody. So, she sharper than me. All right, listen. There's a disturbing trend that's going on in Jamaica, right? Super disturbing. And it's bloodshed at Dead Yard. Them a shoot up night and shooting up funerals. And yesterday I got this disturbing news, and it says in a shocking eruption of violence once again, a wake at the Mandela Terrace near 3 miles in St. Andrew turned into a nightmare as gunfire rang out on Friday night, leaving 3 people dead and 4 persons injured. The bloodbath unfolded just steps away from the Faith United Church. Jamaica is one of the countries, or the country in the Guinness Book of World Records that has the most countries, the most churches per square mile. I don't know if you know this. Jamaica in the Guinness Book of World Record as the country that has the most churches per square mile. So, all these murders that you see happening, a lot of the times they're happening close to a church. I remember a couple of years ago, I said, what am I going to do next? They must start kill people in the church. I swear to God, kid you not, right after I said it, in the church. First, they found a body that was propped up, sitting at the back of a church. These stories I've covered. And then after that, it was a pastor, a youth pastor, as he was there fixing up inside of the church to get ready for a later ceremony. And then there was the other one with the lady who was married to the guy, and they had these bus on the road and businesses and whatever, and the children were saying how he passed away, and she's stepmother, and she's not giving them anything out of their father's estate. And she was in church, you know, we have the video and everything. She was in church worshiping, closed, eyes closed, worshiping, hands in the air, singing. She get up and a sing and a worship, and man right next to her shoot her up and run out of the church. So we did see that come to pass. Now I don't think there's anywhere that's off limits for us anymore. So the bloodbath unfolded just steps away from the Faith United Church, casting a dark shadow over what would have been a solemn moment of mourning. Instead, the night was stained with blood, leading to an outcry from the church and the community that the church serves. According to the Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, around 8 p.m. on Friday, the now deceased were among a group of patrons at a wake in the area when several motor cars drove up. It is reported that armed men alighted from the vehicles, opened gunfire at the crowd, and jumped back into their vehicles and escaped. The deceased are 32-year-old Derek Goodgames Jr., 23-year-old Kimberly Plummer, and another man named Anthony Bennett. In a defiant response to the carnage, members of the Faith United Church and the Waltham Park New Testament Church of God, they joined forces yesterday, marching through the streets with a clear message saying they will not be intimidated by violence. Can I tell you something? The shooter them don't care. Church unite and march out, the shooters don't care. Why? Because you're not doing nothing but marching. And they know that. Your marching don't scare them. If you think about this, if you're the kind of person that have the heart to pull up, jump out of a car, and just spray a crowd of people with gunshot, you think you care if two church unite and march through the streets talking about we will not be deterred or we will not be intimidated? They don't care. That's the reality, right? So we're taking our community back, is what they said. Me want to know from the church, how are you taking your community back? What exactly are you going to be doing to take this community back? I want to know. Because them have the community under siege with guns and bullets. So me want to know what you are going to do to take back your community. We're taking our community back, they chanted. We're taking our community back. We're taking our community back. Their voices echoing throughout the streets as they vowed to reclaim their neighborhood from the clutches of crime. Sometimes them don't shooting up when they're out there saying you're taking your community back, because somehow that's out there marching, and your son and your grandson them just shoot up the place. So them know some mommy and our church sister them out there march, we're taking our community back. So them just sit down and watch, and laugh. Yeah, and real talk. So this we're taking our community back stuff. Pastor Dr. Stevenson Samuels of the Waltham Park New Testament Church of God spoke passionately about the church's mission to stand with the community. He said that our aim is to engage the community, to rejoice with them, to celebrate with them, but to also mourn with them and to explore as partakers together ways in which our community, and we say our intentionally, our community can be developed to move to higher levels as that young people can be their best selves. Samuels did not mince his words when he was addressing the rising tide of violence that is sweeping across the nation. He said, what we have observed is that recently the nation has plunged into deeper levels of crime and violence and mayhem, where the multiple murders have increased from 3 to 4 to 7 to 9 to 10. This is trending, and I told you all this before. One time gone, one murder I saw, sometime 2, then 3, Now they're doing 7 and 10 and just shoot up the whole crowd and who dead, right? We just had one in Clarendon the other day that it was 17 people shot. 17 in a one incident. 8 of them died. So this is where we're at. We can clearly see that it's escalating. So somebody has sit down with them gun and I think about how we can turn up this more. And the last one that did soft, dog, only 2 people dead. Hear what? They shoot up the whole crowd. That's scary. I don't know how we got here, but that's scary. Actually, I do know how we got here. We all know how we got here. And we have also observed that within the multiple shootings, we are noticing the deaths of several persons in these multiple shootings. That's causing us great concern, he said. Now, we're not saying nothing where we don't know already, so I still try to read to find out how they will take back the community. The Mandela terrorist attack is the latest of a series of cowardly acts by criminals. On August 11, gunmen attacked patrons at a bingo party in Cherry Lane, 4 Parts, Clarendon. 8 persons were killed and 9 others, including a 1-year-old child, injured. In another incident, 7 persons were shot at a wake. 1 person died from that one in Point Hill in St. Catherine. Samuel said that the church that he leads decided to focus their attention on Mandela Terrace because the incident took place right there in their backyard. This newest mass shooting and mass murder has taken place near to our church, and we feel that we must hold this effort. It is our responsibility to take control of this area and what happens here. So, when we see this happening, we have to come out. We couldn't go Cherry Lane and we couldn't go to St. Catherine, but this is our area. And one of the things that we're doing is to decry and oppose the violence that take place here, said the clergy. If that alone you're going to do, that now going nowhere. And I know somebody is going to say, SouFLo, don't start to fight it down yet. But can y'all please tell me, Pastor, dress up nicely, gets on a microphone and speaks of how he's decrying the violence and we will not be intimidated. How is that going to stop all this? Because, for the people who are saying Jamaica need to fast and pray and not enough people fasting and praying and we're not praying hard enough. And when you pray, them say pray harder. And when you pray harder, them say you still not pray hard enough. That's why this will happen. There are a lot of people in Jamaica who are fasting and praying and have been fasting and praying for the longest. Change nothing. The numbers continue to go up. Irrespective of what your politician is telling you that this year is an election year, so the numbers have gone down and less people have been killed. It's still a lot of people getting killed. Now, in the wake of the horror, the community grief is palpable. Theonia Mantle, mother of the 23-year-old victim Kimberly Plummer, shared her heartbreak. She said, I know that Kimberly knew how to keep herself safe. She was a very smart girl, but our time was short. This is what her mom said. She knew how to keep herself safe, but our time was short. Adding that Kimberly is her first child and leaves behind a daughter as well. So now we have a child that's motherless and we have a mother that lost her firstborn. Yo, as mothers, any mother that is in the shoes that I'm wearing, just hold the faith and trust in God and be strong. Eileen Rodney, who lost her son, Anthony Bennett, in the same shooting, turned to her faith for comfort. Remember me telling her before, say, I don't knock people and their religion and whatever they believe in, because some things could happen to you in life, you see, where if you don't have something strong to hold on to, you lose it. You completely lose it. A true me believe, she says, a true me a believer in a God, Me just have to think about a scripture and calm myself. This is the method she's using to cope with losing her son in this manner. Pastor Charles Francis of the Faith United Church was stunned by the scale of the violence. Why? It happens all the time. He said that this community has seen its fair share of troubles, but nothing like this. The church has always been a beacon of hope and change. And this march is our way of saying enough is enough. We need peace and we need it now, he said. It's my money and I want it now. We need peace and we need it now. We've heard this before, my friend. That not gonna stop nothing. Bob Cosmic says, check out the DJs names from back then. Lone Ranger, Lee Van Cliff, John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry, Bounty Killer. The names says it all. Well, all those names come from old Western cowboy movies. And all those people that you're talking about, they also come from an era when Jamaica did have one TV channel. That's it. We had one TV channel. Remember when TV used to sign off? Eternal Father, bless our land. And you know, say, yo, no more TV, no to watch. The TV sign off by you. Right. So all they used to play for us back then is the Chinese karate movie them where the mouth didn't match the action. Hey, John, where are you going? Hey, Lee, I am going over there. Yeah, them something there. That's all they played for us was those karate movies and them Western movie there, shoot 'em up cowboy movie. And then later on down the road now is when we did have Lime Tree Lane and the rest of stuff were coming, Miss Lou and so on and so forth. Yeah, me a big man, you know, me there a long time, you know. Yeah, man, show me look good on these things, but me a big man for real. So that's where those names come from. It wasn't necessarily that they were no gangster, no shoot up, nothing. But and a lot of those people did come from areas where violence was prominent, right? You know where Bounty Killer come from, you know, and the rest of them. So the name play a part in that. It wasn't necessarily that they were that, right? Musical Seven Brides of Seven Brothers, Bruce Lee. Don't do that again. Sandra Campbell says, "Hey John, where are you going?" I'm going over there. Yeah. Wait. The voices didn't match the words, didn't match the mouth movement or nothing. But we did here watch a movie them. And then when we're done, we go outside and talk, boy, yeah, and chop your cousin in the neck. Karachi kick. And your cousin, I'm telling you, I'll fight you. I want to fight you. Ian Soley, you think me forget your boy? That boy, the travel fox was the shoes that was wearing. Ian Soley print out him travel fox in my back. Me there at school up and knocks me there. The man fly and kick me, so me chat too much. Fly, me turn around and I see this brother fly coming out here. Me turn around back so for run, I couldn't run. You know, yeah, kick me in my back, you know, kick me down. And the big old shoe print on the back of my Knox Blues. But it's all good, Ian. It's all good. I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. So, boy, sir. But yeah, man, the church and the violence and taking back the community and all that. I've been doing a little bit of studying here and there, and one thing that has come across is that the church is the vehicle that takes the most money out of the community. Not the grocery store. And you know, so we spend a whole heap of money at grocery store because people have to eat. Not the light bill people them. Not the gas people them. Not all the other people them water it. Yeah, the church takes the most money out of the community. So with the church taking the most money out of the community, I feel like the church have a huge responsibility. You can be proactive instead of just walking around saying, we're taking our community back. We're taking that because that's not going to do nothing. Because I'm sure if them a walk around, we're taking our community back. The first AK them here clap. Pop, pop, pop. Every man scatter. So you're not taking no community back like that. You're going to have to take your community back proactively. There are things that can be done to safeguard your community or to increase safety in your community, and marching is not one of them. Marching is not one of them. And I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. All right. Now, if you want me to tell you a list of things, I can go down the list. One thing that my family used to do back in the day in a Clarendon there, and my grandmother them this, and all the church women in our community, they organized a watch group. Right. And the watch group stemmed from different houses and throughout the community. So sir, from you reaching our part of Jamaica, Deso, you're being watched. And everybody know who you come to in there, if you belong in there or not, right? These are strange faces in our community. Them start communicate with each other, and then them watch the people and will come in. Okay, I'm Miss Jones' grandson that at town him live. Him only come once every summer or so and so. Or no, we never see them 3 months before. And this is the second time we see them out here and they're curling the area. All right, everybody on high guard, know who to look for, blah, blah, blah. So now if we gonna start do them kind of something that like community watch group and pool your resources together. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm blessed, fam.
All right.
You know, the thing that you're on, right?
Yeah.
In your country, because, most of your education was a US-based education, right?
Yeah.
Then they teach you about Pablo and the Darwin theory.
Then they teach you about what?
Pablo.
And the Darwin theories?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did. It rings a bell.
Station conditioning.
Yeah, operant conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
They condition us, and we're subliminally being programmed, but we're not really seeing. And hold on. Let me lock off that because I think my other device is playing.
Right.
All right. We're not seeing and knowing that we're being programmed.
Yeah, yeah. I've said that before.
You've said it so many times.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's what I'm calling you. How many times do you have to repeat yourself, bro?
Yeah, but boys, look like we repeat.
No, but we're lacking though. We're lacking. Yo, I watched yesterday. I'm in Canada, Brampton, Ontario.
Right.
Yesterday, I need to go pick up my sister at the airport. Them locked down the whole blood clean place, brother.
Them locked down the whole airport.
The Indian people, them know them have the money strong. So where all we do as a black community, I just talk.
Okay, I see what you're saying. No action.
Straight up at the chat team.
Right. That's my point. That's my point.
I was be stating that point though, Flo.
Yeah, and them still do it.
They're not listening, fam.
Oh boy. We hope.
I'm gonna get passionate. Normally I don't, raise my voice this loud. How long does it take us to reach to the Mecca that we deserve, that belongs to us?
Yeah.
We are God's chosen. Stop using that philosophy.
Yeah.
Walk the walk that you were given. I'm a man that run from my destiny. I run. I'm afraid of it. SouFLo, me get dream, and then when we wake up, I said, no, man, no, God can't talk to me like that. Because it's so real, and I know it's real, because tomorrow, it really takes effect.
Right.
Yo, we need to stop talking and just do the work, fam. Stop looking at your brother like he's your enemy.
So we have to change the way. Okay, so that goes deeper, right?
We keep talking about it though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Okay, so check this out, right? Talking about it is very important because in light of what's happening, right? Imagine if we stop talking about it, then all would be happening was what we see happening. Talking about it awakens the consciousness because now you're reacting to me talking about it, and somebody else is going to be reacting to you, reacting to me talking about it. So the talk part is very important. And that's when the work gets daunting. That's when the work gets monotonous. Because you feel like you're repeating yourself over and over and over and over and over, and you're not seeing much result. But I've always said this also. If we can reach one or two, then it's lives we're talking about. So if we can see if I could deter, like for instance, if I tell my prison story, them, not that I've been to prison, but I watch a lot of prison documentaries and I know a lot of people who have been to prison. But if I tell the horrors of what actually really happened inside of prison, and I can get one youth to say, you know what, me that listen to SouFlo earlier, and him older than me, and so something when me hear him a talk about, you know what, me now go with John and Jojo them go down so go do it. Me I stay up here so I listen to my mother here or I listen to my father because me no want to end up in that. If I could save one, then I've done a tremendous piece of work. If I could save two or three, then I've done really, really good work. You know what I mean? We're not going to have massive change all at once. It took us a long time to get to where we're at. And therefore, it's going to take us a long time to strip all this back and get to something better than what we have going on now. So I'm not looking for no overnight change. And I know the work is tedious, but I'm down for doing the work. The talk, 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 talk part. The next part, the only way we could have drastic change, I just saw Bob say it in the comment section, and it's a way that I shouldn't even be saying it out loud because I don't want YouTube to be like, oh, you're inciting violence. Huh?
Be mindful.
Right,
Be
but
mindful of what you say.
right. So that's the only other way to deal with it. So you hear me up here I talk and I said the church people them all them are gonna do a march, march, march. But I'm opening their mind to the reality that the gunman them don't care if you march, 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 and they don't care how loud you talk about tech community back. You now pick up no gun and fight them out in the street. So tech community back don't mean nothing to them. Them no say them run the place.
It makes no sense, bro.
Right.
Makes no sense.
Right. Right.
They're advocating for something that nobody's willing to back it up.
Well,
come on.
I'm gonna tell you if you pray.
Pray what?
I'm praying harder.
And when I go to God, yo, bro, I go to God in a very disrespectful. When I go to my minister and she has said, oh, Dad, I say, yo, mom, you know what? Me love woman body, you know. I'm not here where God say, I ain't to be fruitful and multiply. I'm not tell us, I love woman. So, me, you know what? Nobody can tell me about Ray. You know the thing, let me say something. I gotta say something before I'm sitting there. Adultery is when you know somebody married and you got there with. You say, if me single and she single and Sister Joan single, another adultery. And me, I go be fruitful and multiply. But me know say she have a husband, then me pass the border because she fenced off. Bro, we need to stop being so colonized. Yo, you know the other day I watched Django, right? And Django and the way this slave master them, yo, people don't know what we went through. We have to beat each other. They put up in a cockfight. Man a fight man. They rape off the little kids them. Them say them rheumatism after you put your foot on the young pitney them. And yo, we need to go back and study and learn where we're coming from and the thing there. I don't believe, listen, God brought you SouFlo. You went and you ventured into the European world and you went into the colonizer state. And you went and you came back to your origin. You look on your grandmother and your grandfather roots. Brother, don't make me talk loud. Me don't want to talk loud.
True, you talk no, man. True, you talk
and
no.
you came back to your roots.
Yeah.
And you said, you see, my wife, she come from Yasso, and that's there for me. Stand. God had to bring you and ring you around and twist it like when you're going to put out shirt for dry.
Yeah.
And string you up online. You went to the military. I gave my first son to the police force. And him there and him serve well and good.
Same.
You gave your life to the army. They don't know what you've been through. I gave my life to the street because they dirt my name. They dirt my name. They put dirt on my name.
Yeah, but you know, everybody's journey is different, right? And
We
everybody don't
need to
have the
reclaim
same.
ourselves, man.
Everybody don't have the same roots, though. The same upbringing, the same. And you know what? This could even be a broader conversation. The importance of having stability when you're growing up, the importance of having a solid foundation growing up. You know what I mean? The start off, because some people start off wrong from beginning in a farm. And once they start off wrong, and you go out there in the world and the breeze box your left, right, and center, and you're trying to find, like you said, I went back to my roots. So you're trying to find somewhere for root yourself. They have no root. They have nowhere to root themselves back to. They came from chaos. So what are they going to root themselves back to? You know what I'm saying? They came
Yeah.
from chaos. So it will always be chaos for them. With me, my roots, I come from, you know, I have a solid foundation.
Grandparents' background, old
Yes,
generation
I have a
background, upbringing.
solid foundation. Yes, a solid foundation. So when I went out into the world and you know the life breeze box me yeah so and this so and this, so I still had a compass. I still had a guide. And I was able to use that guide to navigate out there. Not and a lot of people don't have that, especially the people who you see creating havoc out there. If you check back, them foundation shaky bad or they don't have a good foundation. So even speaking of like how we raise our children and you know, sometimes you want to be wild and live for yourself and everything like that, but are you setting a foundation for your children to where your children can, when life storm backs them left, right, and center, they have a foundation to come back to straighten up themselves again. A lot of them don't have that.
You know, even on that, we are talking about me and my sister earlier. She just journeyed from yard,
Mm-hmm.
and she has an on Vybz Kartel and da. Because me tell you already, so we're close to them, you know, we're very close, and a lot of people don't know how close man close.
Saying.
Yes, and she has the boy popcorn have to be careful at every step when my people might see. Even if you not go on Vybz Kartel show,
Mm.
or in on a different contract now, you know.
Mm.
We not talk about that, but we have to journey and walking through life. We have to be mindful of every step that we take.
Yeah, man. Yes.
You can't just get up and say, yo, me I go gallop here so because you have to the thing there.
Then that's why you shouldn't not tell your pastor say but you love woman and a God say
No, me
be
love
fruitful
man
and
God. I
multiply
mean,
and
you know,
replenish earth and
no, because you know it was the thing we don't understand how people stray.
mm,
You know what I talk about.
yeah man.
Yeah, we don't understand how them stray.
Mm.
Because that strain, me just love woman. Woman is just a passionate thing of my life.
But
Me love
yeah,
them
the
bad.
man's might change. Woman is not a passionate thing of my life. but here what? But here what? You have to go practice some self-control and some discipline, not true?
And I've been doing that. I've been doing that.
All right,
Straight
so
up.
all right.
But at the end of the day, though, we need to protect our children. And me I'm gonna tell you honestly. You know, that Jamaica have a real dirty mentality, and I know the audience are listening. I'm a one to hear this. Not because somebody are moved with an underage children. I know say you're very passionate about that.
Mm.
The in that they have ill intention. Sometimes because if you move with a younger youth, them are gonna say, oh, the man I look the boy. If you move with a younger girl, them are say, oh, him a pre-R and a program. Where do we just as a community, so how do we build the village? I'm gonna leave it with a question. How do we build the village when we can't even talk to the younger generation because everybody have it as incorruptible?
And this is where we come in and we bridge the gap. We're gonna lift it right there, sir.
And we're done.
All right. Manners and respect, my brother.
Bless up.
Bless up.
Stay safe, fam.
All right. You too now.
Respect for the time.
All right. All right. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna leave it right there. So, but yeah. He said a lot. The woman is a passionate part of my life. Brother. After I tell Pastor say, and God say, be fruitful and multiply and replenish earth. Yeah, do that until them child support they reach you. Yeah, pay child support more than how much you make per month. You know, whole another pickle of hurt. Somebody said adultery and fornication is from the same Hebrew word which is translated to include all other kinds of illicit sexual relationships. So to have sex with someone that you are not married to is sin. I'll even go further and say this. Sex is marriage. Because there's nowhere in the Bible or in any religious book that speaks about a ring being put on a finger. A pagan thing them there, you know. A ceremony is made up by man for whatever they made those up for. Symbolisms and stuff. The ring put on the finger and all these other kind of things. And take a vow and all that. The Bible speaks of marriage, a spiritual marriage. Sex is a marriage. And somehow out there, that's why you're in a relationship and you're in turmoil because you had many partners and your soul is in pieces. It's married to many different people. You understand? The last man you did there with your soul, still part of your soul, still there with him. The next person after him, part of your soul, still there with him or her. Same thing, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So you count the amount of people you've been with, your soul's been shattered in pieces, gone with multiple different people. You understand? So yes, that is what is recognized as marriage. You lay down, stand up, however you want to do it, till reach pum pum, and marriages are made, and exchanges made spiritually, and now you are bonded to have become one. That's why I may not understand how people get loose and just skin out for a stranger. And nowadays they're talking about what the new age girls are saying. Well, if you use a condom, it doesn't count. It does. But you know, people are gonna always tell themselves anything they want to tell themselves to justify their foolishness that they want to continue to do. Is when you get to a place in life where you realize that what you're doing is wrong and you can own it, that it is wrong, you will start to make changes. But until that, you can tell yourself whatever else you want to tell yourself. I don't really listen to that still because we know say if you use a condom, it don't count. And whatever else you want to tell yourself. It's the same way how people will read the Bible and they'll be like, I'm a believer. But if you just strip back to the 10 commandments, they violate 9 of those 10 commandments on a daily basis. But there's one commandment they don't violate, and they stand with that one. You understand? And conveniently, they'll find verses in the Bible that will back up the foolishness that they do. So, I mean, and then we tell you stuff like this. Well, it's all up for interpretation. No, it's not up for no damn interpretation. It's pretty clear cut what it is supposed to be. So, you know, you believe it or you don't believe it. You know it or you don't know it. You live it or you don't live it. You walk it or you don't walk it. You only talk it. It's either A or B. There is no friggin' gray line in between, nothing. But that's humans for you. We will always try to justify and appease ourselves when we are doing wrong because the wrong feels so good. And we're not ready to stop yet, kind of thing. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Shaba said, it have to kill me. Why, sir? The ego is soothed by deflection. Nandi, that one is deep. The ego is soothed by deflection. Yeah, that's real. That's real. But again, I'll tell you that one right now. Marriage nowhere is recognized as sign no contract, no paper contract. And then if we leave, we split half of this. And where is the prenup? And put on the ring and throw rice over shoulder. And if the dress must be white and he must have grooms and bridesmaids and this and that and nothing. And so I go. It's a spiritual thing through intercourse. Yeah. So whoever is out there who's still a fling around themselves and is still going to multiple people, it's my life, let me live it. I understand. Good for you. You know, if that's what you want. But just know, sir. Matter of fact, I won't dwell on that subject too long because we're going to get into our last one for the morning right now. But I remember So you exchange spirit with somebody, right? You exchange, a spiritual exchange. You don't say you exchange to the level where, say that person is suicidal, or that person is super aggressive in nature, or that person is super lusty. You will now take on these things for yourself. This is how you find yourself doing stuff where you can't explain what you are doing, you know? But you're gone bad already. Because you're giving yourself to Tom and Dick and Harry and Shanika and Janice and so you mix up on a mix up. And now you're taking on all these spirits. So you start craving things out of nowhere. Suddenly you're addicted to porn. You never used to watch porn before. Suddenly you start feel this heavy load of depression. You never used to be depressed before. You used to be a real jovial person. Matter of fact, there's nothing going on in your life that you need to be depressed for, with, by, nothing, right? All of a sudden you're feeling all these different feelings, all these different emotions, all these, and now you're going to have to fight through all these things. People move on through these things and they accept these things. Oh, I guess that's just me. I guess that's just the part of life that I'm at. Because you want to go back and do what you keep doing. But if you really sit with yourself and you say, nah, it's clear as black and white. I wasn't feeling like this before until I started sleeping with that mad boy there. I know me mad like him. I wasn't feeling like this until I wasn't this disrespectful and aggressive, and until I started dealing with this individual and exchanging spirits with this individual, married my spirit to the spirit of this individual, and now the similarities are uncanny. You have to see it. You have to see it. So yeah, man. Once you start to mature and you realize, remember, I know we come from Gallus culture. We come from thief piece culture. We come from beg your sumner. We come from take a girl man. We come from, yeah, and all that is destructive. All that is fun and very ego boosting. You know what they say about the ego though? The ego will kill you if you don't kill the ego first. Yeah. So we come from all that. And we glorified all that. I used to be one of them. Used to glorify that. Take a boy, girl. I used to glorify it too. See how many numbers I could get. See if we got it. You know what I mean? See, I bet you I'll get it before you do. Not even they want them, you know. Didn't even want the girl. Just to try see me and brethren them. Let's see who can get her first. You stand up down there, so me stand up here, so. You over there, so. We are gonna run 3 different times. Whoever she talk to first, whoever get the number first. Or some of the girl them get 3 different man them number before them walk out. Before they walk out of the mall. She girl, and we realized from we were young that the girl left upon the same thing when we the podcast. We go a mall to catch girl. Look like she go a mall to catch man too, cause all the way end up get her number. And sometimes, you know, nobody gets the number but you. And that's a bragging point. Running after people that you didn't even have no good intentions for. Or didn't even want. What you gonna do with her number? Why are you pursuing her? Well, me don't know, you know, if she want to shift baggy and give me some, me take that too. But that's about it. It's not like you're pursuing somebody who you're like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I want to talk to her and get to know her mind. And then you talk to her and get to know her mind, and you're like, this is somebody I could be with. And then time go by and you start courting this person and you're looking forward to spending life with this person. And that's how did I go. You're just run down skirt. And you're boosting your ego by seeing how much catches you can run up in, and how much girl you can take. Can I talk to this girl while she is with her man? I told you all this before, right? This was something we used to do regular. Can I talk to this girl while she's with her man and get her number while she there with him? After them age, them learn, say, them girl are wicked, them wicked, them wicked, but we did wicked too. So wickedness begot wickedness, right? You see how that work? We did wicked too. So and this is how your ego will kill you, because you're boosted in the ego thinking, take a boy, girl. But what you're not realizing is you didn't take nothing good, because you can't possibly take a good woman or a good girl from our man. You understand? You see what I'm saying? You just pick up doo-doo and you don't even know it. And now you're brag. Where are going to make her yours? Somebody else is going to do the same thing and she's going to go that way too again. You know, they have the saying, you lose it how you get it. Yeah. But not only that, is the way how this, you have to pay attention to what me I say. It's the way how you are rewarded in the universe. You're a dirty person and you get rewarded with a dirty person, all while your ego is being boosted. Take a girl, man. Or take a man, girl. You know, you boost up and you take, but you not take nothing good. You never take nothing good. You take problems. You that's karma. Exactly, Beast Boy. That's karma, Kaitai Jai, right in front of our face, and we act like we don't see it. So when you get to be a grown person and you start to mature, because some people just grow in an age, but they don't grow here, right? So when your mental space starts to expand and you start to really see, sit down and think, yeah, me take her from our man, but and it did feel good at the moment, but I know nobody good to take. Kind of sister, the girl I kind of girl when we take man while she there with you. Then that it just show you. So you have to say, oh, damn, I gotta stop that. And sometimes you take one of them girl from our man, and you over there talk, boy, you're a girl now. You're a girl now how? Setting yourself up for heartbreak, right? Take on crosses, Nandi, and you're there celebrate. That's the ego. That's the. My sister said to me years ago, she said, kill your ego. And it took me a while to understand it. Kill me ego. What the hell that mean, kill me ego? So kill your ego before your ego kills you. And then I realized we're all driven by ego. But there's a part to the ego that will have you feeling celebrated while you're destroying yourself. You will literally feel like you're doing the best thing in life while you're destroying yourself. That's the ego. You know? You mash up your relationship, you fling away your family and everything. Your ego is driving you and you swear you're right. If you can't quiet that ego and kill that ego, you're going to end up killing yourself. You're going to end up losing out on the best things in your life until you're able to kill that ego. Real talk. As Patra said, my property is my property. Hello, mommy. Can I speak to Bobby? Can you? In my sleep, I beg you, you came for me. I'm on the phone. I want to talk to my baby. Me know them song that you know, Kayla Plunkett. But yeah, we're gonna leave it right like that this morning. Kill the ego. Before, let me see if we went through all our topics. We went through Dr. Nigel Clark. We went through the GoFundMe for the cartel thing. The dire straits. That's our last topic for the morning. The situation with the last topic that I wanted to talk about was just for people to remember, because I put up a video about life after Beryl, and honestly, it's probably one of the lowest videos viewed on the channel because nobody really cares. And what I was trying to do was I was trying to point some attention in the direction of, you know, so who care, and who can help, who can reach out if you feel like it. But not too many people were paying attention to it. So there's a community, a fishing community in Jamaica that was hit pretty hard, and they've lost a lot. Now there's one family that have 19 people in it. I wonder which house them living in with 19 people, but them have 19 people, including 9 children in that house, a huge JPS bill, and they're trying to, keep things on track. Okay, here it is. I was rambling for a second because I lost my story, but I got it back. It's Portland. Pretty beautiful Portland, Jamaica. But Portland fishing communities are struggling. They're super struggling with back to school costs, with devastation of their livelihood. They lost a lot. It's a fishing community. They're pretty independent people. They were able to do good for themselves before. But one household, 18 mouths to feed in that one household, including 8 of those are children. That's the proper numbers. And a Jamaican public service or JPS electricity bill, that is about $37,000 monthly. After the passage of Hurricane Beryl, then there are the back to school expenses that must be met. Thankfully, in an extended 2 weeks, their obligations are many, but the residents of this location in the hardest pressed Montreal fishing community in Portland, they laughed. They're laughing in the face of these predicaments. Because them are said to themselves and saying to others is, JPS have to go wait, you know. You're not going no other way. For the most part, their livelihood has been in shambles since the passing of the Category 4 hurricane in early July. Now, despite their best efforts, some obligations will have to be placed on the back burner, like the electricity bill. Although even more pressing though, the back to school expenses, school just start back. Those will have to take a secondary spot against their daily struggle to find food, medication, sanitary supplies. They have ailing elderly people who they are also taking care of. There's a 73-year-old woman who is bedridden, unable to tend to herself. So you know she need adult diapers and all these other kind of things. So the lady of the house was laughing. She was saying, JPS have to go wait because I don't know when that I go pay. And that's what we do. We take serious thing, make joke and laugh, you know, can prevent us from crying. So their stories are similar to those of other residents from the Buff Bay and the Orange Bay fishing community. So these are pretty much all our fishing communities got hit. And they got hit hard. Not just roof blow off a house, you know. If you think about people who fish for a living, I want you to think about their equipment. The things that they use to catch the fish and the crab and whatever else that they sell. Montreal, it seems, was the hardest hit, and for the fisher folks there, their losses can be counted in their fish pots. Structures that were made, they're made from stick and mesh and that, and they're used to lower in and catch the fishes and catch whatever else them catch for sell to make their living. Now, while fisher folks in Buff Bay and Orange Bay numbers their loss, fish pots in the dozens, those in Montreal spoke of losing hundreds, some of which have still not been replaced, mostly almost 2 months now and running after the storm. One man said, trust me, it really rough. We're talking about man lose 100 and 200 fish pot one time in another storm there, you know. None of them can find back, you know. So them have to go build them there all over again, you know. So no say no work now go on until they can build these all over again. Minot must also now finance his own children's back to school preparation, but also those of his siblings. Among them, Demetrius Powell, whose one-bedroom home was completely flattened by the storm. The only thing that's left there is the foundation, the floor, which part the house used to look like it did there. Those one-bedroom home was completely flattened by the storm, resulting in what she described as a hellish stay at a nearby shelter. So the government did provide a shelter, but the stay at the shelter, she said, was hellish. After moving in with relatives, her house has not been repaired or rebuilt, and she's without a job now. And the only thing that is saving her is liquor gambling. Call it that me lose about $500,000 worth of equipment, fishing equipment in that storm. Me lose about 48 fish pot, nets, lines, everything. whole heap of lobster, whole heap of fish, whole heap of conch, all that spoil up in our deep freeze and we fridge them because electricity was gone for so long. This is what she was explaining in an interview to the Jamaica Gleaner. We fish 40 odd miles from here. So if we make one trip, go out there and come back, it don't make sense because if you go back, you're going into a storm. So them done out there already. So you just have to hope that the storm don't come. She said, one trip to and back from where the pots are can run $30,000 in gas. If you notice, the monthly light bill is about $37,000 on average. One trip out and back, $30,000 in gas. And he will need another $20,000 for food, ice, bait, everything else. So far, we've been able to remake 15 of our fish pots, but he explained that the quantity of fish being caught and the number of customers that are turning up to buy them has fallen dramatically after the hurricane. This drop in income is also affecting my ability to get my 16-year-old son ready for the new school year. Not even uniform don't buy yet. No book not buy yet. The only thing him have now are shoes. Him have him bag and him have shoes. And some exercise book, my sister did send some from foreign. Thursday, noting that like his 69-year-old fishing colleague Sylvester Roberts, who also has one child, he is elated that the authorities at Happy Grove High School in the parish have opted to push back the start of the new year and give them an extra 2 weeks to get them prepared for school. Now, I'm saying all this to say this. People are going through a lot. So I started this video out this morning talking about it is not my responsibility because you have children and you don't have no way to take care of your children them. And you shouldn't have so much picnic if you can't take care of them. And when people who work hard want to spend their money on themselves, they should be allowed to do so without any ridicule. But being human as I am, I also understand that situations happen, circumstances happen, because these people never begged nobody for nothing before. It was a natural disaster, and it can happen to anybody. You know what I mean? It can happen right here where I'm at. I'm in Florida, and we get hit with hurricanes all the time. God forbid one of them hurricanes come through and flatten my house. I mean, yes, insurance is going to be there to pick up the pieces, but it's still a whole start over. A lot of people don't have insurance in Jamaica against natural disaster and their property, especially those who live in rural areas and they're fishermen and this, that, and the other. You know, it's just a natural way of things. So all it takes is one natural event that is beyond all of us control. And here we go again, starting over from scratch. And I just wanted to put that out there so these people are in our minds. You know what I mean? So for those of us who can afford to lend a helping hand, whenever we can afford to lend a helping hand, then do so. I'm pretty sure it will be greatly appreciated. I know the people them picnic is not my picnic, but I still feel some kind of a kinship. I still feel some kind of empathy. I still feel like, you know, school I come round and people out there have kids that don't have a book bag to go back to school, a pair of shoes to go back to school. I mean, does it make me feel guilty that I'm about to spend like thousands of dollars to go to a concert when somebody have them kids where can't? It does. It does. But I can't save everybody. If I end up I try to save everybody, then me no have nothing left for myself. But at the same time, if we can do a 1 and 2 here and there, we can make a difference. Right now, there's over 700 people on this live, right? If each person reached out to one family who needed something, and where you're at, where I'm at, it's not expensive to get a pair of school shoes. A nice pair of school shoes for you, them. It's not expensive to get one book bag. And imagine how much that means to them. And it's luxury to you. You know? So that's what I'm saying. If we all get on board, things are usually easier when we move as a community. But when we left people to be out there on their own, and when we start separating ourselves from our community and acting independently, because it's all about me, and me, then you become weak. You might feel like you're strong, but you're weak. And remember this, whatever is happening to others out there can easily happen to you. I've seen it through my lifetime. I've been here on earth long enough to see people ride high on the tide, right? You would think them did lick the lotto, cause nice this and nice that and new this and pretty that and career going well and this and that. I've seen people get sick and get terminally ill sick and had to fight their way back to health, and it exhausted all of their funds that they had, and them have to scratch and start all over again. I've seen people lose their minds and start walk road when this person was highly intelligent and had everything going. I've seen people start up big business and business go well and everything is looking good, and years go by and the next time I see them, business gone, house gone, pretty car them gone. You know, these things happen. Life happens. Life happens. So we're going to end this video this morning by saying this. Please look out for the top part of this video under the comment section. I'm going to try to figure out how to get to these people that need help, because that's simple stuff. You can pack a barrel, put some book bag, some shoes, find out the picnic them shoe size, put a couple pair of shoes in there, some book bag in there, some school book, pencil. A dollar store supply them there for we, you know. The dollar store supply those for us, you know. And I'm pretty sure each one of us could spend $5 and not feel it. That's 5 items and not feel it. So I'm going to try to find the information how to get to this community, and I'm going to pin it right there. And I will also come back and talk to you as the audience and let you know if I'm going to take up this initiative and what we need to do. But it's something never go pack my barrels and go to Jamaica and nothing, because the whole heap of bangarang and rigmarole that went along with us trying to do this before. But I can't just sit by and just watch and just not do nothing. So who are going to talk, make them talk. Who is going to try to slander, let them do that, because that's what they're there to do. And for those of us who want to help, we'll be of help in that manner. All right, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see what we can do to help out this community of people. I feel with people them. Yeah, so if them not happy, we can't happy. I'm not one of those kind of people. I don't like to have a lot and go around people that have little. I feel uncomfortable. Not only do I feel uncomfortable, I feel like that ain't my place, kind of thing. So the basics is what we're going to help them with, right? All right. With that said, it's Monday. It's the 2nd of February. Shout out to all the Virgos. New York City is on fire today. Brooklyn, I think Eastern Parkway is on fire today. I'm obviously not going to be on the Parkway, but whoever is out there, I will get to see it on YouTube and other videos and stuff. It's Labor Day as well. I think they started out with Juve this morning. Everybody in Brooklyn probably paint up in a blue and orange and every kind of thing. Parkway jump on later. Parkway jump up and later on today. Enjoy. Be safe out there. You know, it's that time of the year. Manners and respect to each and everybody tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thanks for being here. And I will catch you tomorrow morning right here. God spare my life. And I will try to get this information together so we can move on this project together. I've found a really good person now who ships barrels right from where I'm at. Well, it's a little drive for me, but we can just throw them in my vehicle and carry them, go down there. And while I'm doing that, I should shout them out while I'm here. This is Intercarib Inc. Intercarib Inc. Their number right there, 321-733-7576. And if you're in South Florida area, especially Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, and further up, these are the people. These are the people. We shipped with them before, and it goes from here right to the doorstep of where you wanted it to go. So we have good shipping people now. We didn't before when we tried to do this. So we have a good shipping link, and we're going to get the information together and see what we can do for them people here. All right? All right. I'm out. Peace.